abusive?
If we can't have a child, I would have to let him go.
Could their relationship hinge on one visit to the doctors?
And they get pregnant.
And a toddler teething investigation has parents on high alert. Plus, Robert Downey Jr. is making dreams come true.
Everybody wins. It's a no-brainer.
That's today.
Dr. Orbit, what is going on? Anyone? Control room? Anyone? Drew, what is everyone doing? We have a show. You know what must be going on here? Yeah, you got it. We're doing something that a lot of folks are doing, the mannequin challenge. Check it out.
You may have heard of the plank challenge, the 22 push-up challenge, and the ice bucket challenge. Well, there's a new viral sensation sweeping the internet, the mannequin challenge. Musicians, sports teams, and even politicians are getting in on the fun. Hard to tell if it's fake or real. Groups of people freeze in mid-action, often in elaborate poses, as a camera walks through the scene, recording the moment. So before it's a trend of the past, grab your friend, get creative, and freeze.
So apparently everyone here, if you haven't figured it out, decided to join in on the fun today with our own mannequin challenge, which we will also be on our website and social media pages as well. Today, you know what it is? The most viral show ever. We're not talking about the flu. It's time to talk about all the latest stories taking over your social media feed. Not only are we going to hear from some huge social media stars, we're going to also hear from you and take questions from our social media followers. So let's get started with one doctor in particular who takes breaks from writing those prescriptions to writing rhymes, and he's been taking over YouTube in the process with over 12 million views. Check this one out.
There's a new voice gaining international attention in the healthcare arena. At first glance, Dr. Zdogg may look like your average physician tending to patients and filling out charts. But in his spare time, this doc has swapped out his stethoscope for a mic and is taking medical issues to a new level. Domania transforms into ZdoggMD, a rapper using parodies and satire to outline lingering problems and popular misconceptions with the U.S. healthcare system.
No appointment, I walk in to your clinic, complaining of pain. Doctor shopping once again.
So the next time you're feeling frustrated by your medical experience, you may want to check out ZdoggMD for a heavy dose of entertainment and laughter.
Joining us, ZdoggMD himself, Dr. Zdogg. What up, fam? What's up, dude? Float up. So, Zdogg, I'm just gonna use your stage name right now. His videos are all over YouTube, but also amongst medical circles. So I've watched you rap a few rhymes, and you've got some mad skills.
You know, physicians have moderate to severe rhyming skills. Across the spectrum of care, we're able to drop dopish rhymes, PRN.
I'm curious what kind of, I don't want to say feedback, because that may be but I'm assuming that you've had some maybe doctors or other healthcare providers that aren't giving you the best reviews.
Well, y'all understand why doctors are weird. It's because we're trained in this old Greek system where it's about memorizing facts and then kissing the ring so that you can be the ring that's kissed when you're done. It's a very Greek hierarchical system. So imagine I come out and I'm like, let's teach.
We're supposed to be serious most of the time.
All the
right?
time.
Yeah.
So I come out and I say, you know what? They're teaching CPR now. They're saying get rid of mouth to mouth. It's about 100 beats per minute pushing on the chest. And I said, well, what's 100 beats per minute? I look through the catalog. Right? And you So what started the whole Zdogg thing was I did a commencement speech in 1999. My class at UCSF was like, who's going to go off in the downtown San Francisco like nobody cares? And I'm like, me. And so we did this speech. I put it on YouTube and it went kind of viral. And I realized, what if I actually made videos on purpose to educate, entertain, keep patients out of the hospital while raising the alarm that our system is way broken, and I'll create an alter ego so Stanford will never figure out. Looks nothing nothing like me, that guy on the TV.
Who's that?
Right.
You know, it's funny because I think breaking down this barrier between patients and physicians, and I completely agree with you. We are trained in this system, and we're supposed to always present such a formality to patients, and I think it creates a disconnect. Our patients want to talk to us. They want to see us as real human beings. And I love, because, look, you're a well-trained, smart doctor who takes care of patients, but the fact that you do this, it makes you, to me, relatable. I love that you do this.
And we know that laughter, smiling, all of these things have a big benefit to your health.
Well, and I think music in particular gets stuck in your head. So you're trying to remember the symptoms of a stroke, and you hear the Weeknd song, Can't Feel My Face. And you think, I can't feel my face, my tongue won't move. Am I stroking? Yes, I'm stroking. And now people will think.
I'm sure the neurologists will love that one.
Yes, my arm won't move. Yes, it's complicated.
Wow.
And even in your own practice as a physician, you're looking to flip the script, so to speak, with the way that medicine is practiced and the way patients receive care. Talk to us about that.
That's exactly right. So when I started making the videos, I started living my own story again instead of the story my dad wanted me to live, to be a doctor, or society wanted me to live in. And when you live your own story, weird possibilities open up. So this chance to go to Las Vegas and build a clinic that actually put into action some of the things I was ranting about in the videos. This idea of health 3.0, going beyond that paternalistic doctor-patient relationship of the old days, 1.0, through this 2.0 where everybody feels like a commodity. It's about electronic records and numbers and transactions, and we're reduced to a transaction, to 3.0 where we repersonalize it, where we really get to know each other, where providers also take care of each other because we're burning out left and right and commoditized in the system. And so we moved to Vegas. We started a clinic called Turntable Health that is a primary care clinic that puts all of this in action. We use health coaches. We get to know our patients. Instead of staring at a computer, we have the computer in front of us, and both the patient and I build their record together. And in the process, we created this movement of healthcare people and activist patients on Facebook. We call it the Z-Pack, and it's the ZdoggMD thing, which, and this crew are all agitated, they're all part of this movement, What Up Z-Pack, to actually transform healthcare to 3.0.
Well, kudos to you. I would say keep doing exactly what you're doing. We've got one topic that there are so many people out there that when it comes to obesity have trouble talking with one another. Doctors, of course, it's our job to inform patients about their health, but could talking to them about their weight ever be considered fat shaming? So patients have taken to Twitter with the hashtag #DiagnosisFat, expressing some of their own frustrations. And one in particular says, told the doctor my dad was dying of cancer and I was depressed, so busy harping on my weight she forgot that I was depressed, hashtag #DiagnosisFat. Had a migraine, went to the doc, got a whole spiel about my weight, hashtag #DiagnosisFat. My knees were in so much pain and doctor said it was due to my weight. Turns out have arthritis, hashtag #DiagnosisFat. Well, one doctor is now stirring up a controversy because a recent article was written saying that when it comes to her patient's weight, she is butting out of the conversation. That doctor joins us now via Skype, Dr. Elizabeth Poorman. Thank you so much for joining us. We've talked often on the show about how difficult conversations can be and how fat shaming has become so predominant in our society and such a negative. But what about the stance? You're saying, you know what, I'm just not going to even discuss this anymore with my patients.
I'm not saying that I will not discuss weight with my patients. What I will not do is just walk into the room and tell them that they need to lose weight. We know that those conversations don't help people lose weight, that they are fat shaming, and that they can make people feel guilty and frustrated, and they're counterproductive.
So now how do you address this important topic with patients? Because a lot of doctors, I've said this many times, when you go through medical school and you go through your training, you may learn about medicine, but you don't always learn about the human interaction in the way that it can be best achieved. How do you go about it in your own practice?
Well, like everything else, I think you have to approach this topic with humility, meaning that you don't know all of the circumstances of the patient and what's caused them to be overweight or to need to make some healthier changes. And then compassion, so listening to them and meeting them where they're at. And finally, evidence. So time and again, studies have shown that simply telling people to lose weight, even if you have an hour to to counsel them, that is not going to help them lose weight. What they need are long-term, intensive lifestyle support change programs, and we have to think about our counseling like anything else that we're evaluating in terms of its effectiveness.
Well, Dr. Foreman, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. And certainly, I think it highlights there is actually some good evidence out there that doctors who partner with their patients, those patients do better. And sadly, not enough action plans are put into place where the patient does feel like a part of the process. And I think obesity is probably the easiest example, because in a 5-minute or 10-minute office consult, realistically, you're not going to have the time to create an action plan where there can be a successful...
Sheet with a diet and exercise, try this, that's going to fail every time.
So the way we do it in our clinic is we have the doctor talk about the need to lose weight, and then we have a health coach drawn from the community, speaks the language of the patient, doesn't speak Latin, explaining how do you accomplish this? What are little things we can do? I'm going to text you, I'm going to Skype you, I'm going to keep you on point.
Zdogg, that is dope.
Awesome.
West Side? Or East Side, it's cool. It's cool.
Well, keeping with our viral theme today, television personality